apologizing for my voice. I'm still sick, but at least not worse than yesterday, but not really better. But we are fighting. I'm fighting against the virus, and let's see if I will survive. I hope that that I will be better next week. So I'm really sorry for this. Okay, but I want to share still my knowledge with you, my experience and the trading ideas, and let's see what we can do today. Yeah, we stream this show on YouTube at the same time. You will find a button in the right corner. You can click, you can subscribe the channel, you can leave a comment, you can give us a like if you want. And so I can see the chat here. OLC Relaction, good morning. Sigurds, also good morning. Joachim, Mihai, good morning. So let me share my screen here now on Zoom. So here we chat. Let's see. Okay, Janosch, good morning. Cheseng, good morning. Rainer, Magdalena, Pitar, Ute, Karel, Jens, Igoris, wonderful, good morning. Nice to have you here in this morning briefing show. So feel free to ask. I can see it here on Zoom and on YouTube here on the right side. Frankie, good morning. And if you have any questions, please feel free to type in the chat box. I will do my best to answer all your questions. Okay, so in my slide, in my screen, you can see the upcoming events for today. And it's Wednesday. We expect the business consumer survey today of the Eurobondian at 11 o'clock. Then in the afternoon, the prediction of the real employment report on Friday. It's the ADB National Employment Report at 2:15 this afternoon German time. Then we expect a third estimate GDP of from USA at 2:30. And of course, as always, Wednesdays, the weekly oil report at 4:30. Okay, so what do you think about the month beginning effect? I don't think about something like this. I trade my rules and I don't care about any other effects, because this is kind of prediction and a kind of perception and not rules. Never forget, you're working with probabilities. As long as you cannot prove it with numbers, it's just based on coincidence. This is what I'm thinking about these effects. That's the upcoming events today. I want to invite you to our Telegram channel. Okay, thank you very much. So the Telegram channel on Admirals, the Admirals channel on Telegram, you can follow it. You will find the link in the chat here on YouTube also. And you will get a lot of content here. If you scroll through this wonderful channel and you see really, really interesting topics, you have a lot of content from our lovely Admirals team. If you're more a fan of Twitter, then you can follow Admirals Global on Twitter too. And my name there is DayTrader70. And in case you want to go deeper, like working with logic, then visit my homepage, dowhow-trading.com, and then you can dive really deep into logic. And in this course, I talk about something like this, what people ask me about the monthly effect, something like this, that you will learn how you can handle those interesting strategies. Okay, let's go and to the charts, and we will start with the DAX 40. And you see I trade DAX 10 minutes again because I have a little bit more time for the moment. I can almost grab any signal. And where we are about DAX 10 minutes. So we are really expensive in the price for one contract. The point of control is still, you can see here on the lower side, at 14,310 euros by one future contract. And we have a wonderful uptrend. Actually, there was no trend continuation here. And this uptrend will break here at 14,623. So we are still in a correction. And this correction is running in its own trend. And all of this is just the second trend arm. So, and therefore, I opened a trade this morning, by the way, to speculate on the break and to speculate of the continuation of this downtrend. And maybe we go back to the point of control. I don't know yet. There's a kind of guarantee, or maybe magic. No, it's not magic. It's pure logic, because the price is expensive and prices have to be follow the behavior to go back to a normal price. Unless the market decides that another price will be the normal price in the future. Then we will see about the market profile. So therefore, I opened a position, and I actually, afterwards, I could see, oh my gosh, the bus is not driving in my direction. So I trailed my stop loss closer in case the bus is still not driving in my direction. Then I get out, and then I have to see new signals. So actually, for the moment, it's working. Let's let it run. So we have top instruments of Admirals. We are trading with lightning executions and low spread. And the 5, that's Bitcoin, DAX, Dow, Gold, and Euro USD. And we want to check this. First of all, let's check it in Bitcoin. And in Bitcoin, we have an open trend, and we are still circling around the point of control. I told you. Yeah? I told you we will reach the point of control. That's pure magic. No, it's pure logic. This is what I want to teach you. And Thomas, good morning. Nice to have you here on YouTube. I can see it. By the way, and I told you, the probability is really high that we were circling around the point of control for the next time. Up to the moment when whatever there is, next movement come into the market, trade is safe. We sold half the position. Everything is fine. Just let it go for the moment. Then we have a running trades in Euro USD. What did I tell you yesterday? Just let it go. Yeah, finally, look where we are. We are going to continue the trend. So you see, it's one thing to cut a possible loss, but it's another thing not to miss the re-entry. Yeah. So therefore, with this balance candles, we open the trade again. We saw kind of stabilization, and now it's working. So to make this trade a little bit safe, yeah, we trail the stop loss into profit. Yeah, because actually it is not a trend continuation right now. We need a really clear close above this last 0.2, and that's kind of spikes. Yeah, just let's see if there are more buyers there. That's what the market is doing there at the 0.2. They are just looking around, like speculare is looking around. Let's see, let's test it if there are more buyers actually. And if there were more buyers, then you will see it in the candles, and then it's pushing up, and then everything is fine. So, but if the price will going down and will get us out, then we are still in a second trend arm, and then we can do it again. But you don't have a loss. So that's really cool. The next one, top instruments, Bitcoin, Euro, and is gold. Yeah, and in gold, we had a loss with this long trend. The point is the long is broken here with this with the short side here, and at the same time the short position or the short trend were continuing yesterday. So, and we had a close below the last 0.2. Last 0.2 was here. Now that's not really a close. Look, it's just a spike. Yeah. It's just a stupid spike, so it's not a trend continuation for the moment. Yeah. And now I have to realize, nah, Jesus Christ, the bus is not driving in my direction. So I'm waiting until this candle is over at 11 o'clock. And then I will trail my stop loss and get out and looking for a new signal, maybe for the next balance candle. And then I will do it again. But it's still the second trend arm. And you know, the point of control is quite far away. It's down 1,780 roundabout. So we have a lot of space to go down. So just wait. But I don't know what happens next. I have to read the chart. I have to listen to the chart. And the chart will show me what happens actually. And then I have to follow my rules. So let's go to Dow Jones. And in Dow Jones, yeah, I told you, right? I told you we have a trend, and the trend continuation is always more likely than a trend break. So we have move, correction, and there was the next move, next correction move. And now you see, bam, next trend continuation. And as I told you, look, when we reach the point of control, we are circling around the fair price. This is the normal behavior of a fair price, yeah? That the market in this time frame says, okay, we are fine, buyers, sellers, we are really happy with this price. There is no reason to do anything else like this. So let's the unexperienced market working up and down, we are safe. And finally, it needs kind of move from outside, like news, something like this. And the news yesterday was a kind of good news from the Ukraine war. And maybe they have a kind of good news, let's see. And this pushes the market up. And finally, it was a trend continuation. Yeah. And now we can explain, the news from Ukraine was responsible for this. Yeah. That's an explanation afterwards. Yeah. But you cannot see what happens in the future. So follow the trend. And this is what you can do in trading, how you can make money in trading. Next 40 also trend continuation. Also, you see up and down. And quick reminder, point of control index 40 is 15,724. And I'm quite sure we will reach it. I don't know when, but I'm quite sure we will reach it. Okay, so before we come to running trades and our special guest today, I want to ask the question of the day. And the question of the day is, do you know the result of the turtle traders experiment? Oh, we can ask this our visitor, our special guest too, Jens. Think about it. Maybe you have the answer of this question. Do you know the result of the turtle trader experiment? Yes, I do. No, I don't. I want to learn about it. So do you know the result of the turtle trader experiment? I explained yesterday. In case you missed it, watch the show on YouTube from yesterday again, because yesterday explained the turtle trade experiment. Okay, so let's go to running trades. Australian Swiss franc just up, nothing to do. Australian New Zealand dollar coming down in the correction, stop loss at the 0.3, just let it go. Bitcoin, we are in. Canadian Swiss franc in the correction, everything is fine. Euro Japanese yen in the correction, trend is valid, just let it go. No contrary trend. Euro US dollar, we talked about. Gold, already we talked about. New Zealand Canadian dollar. Look, again, the main trend is still on fire. And again, the price were rejected exactly at the point of control. The rectangle is the point of control. And you see buyers come into the market again, and it's still the correction. So just let it go. New Zealand Swiss franc, yeah, in the correction, just let it go. US dollar Japanese yen, deeper in the correction, but be happy. It's a correction. Be happy about the correction, because we need a correction. Every correction brings new buyers in. Probably. Not with guarantee, but probably. Okay. So I explained you, and by the way, yesterday I told you I want to open a position in my share in Merck. I have forgotten because I have to go to the doctor because really worse. So I have forgotten. And look, what should I say? You know this one. Come on. Okay, I told you. I hope you followed the advice yesterday. Look what happened. I told you, open a position. There was the changing of the color. It was the second trend arm. Open a position. In case you're in right now, you're wonderful in. Yeah. So what you can do right now, nothing, just let it go. Yeah, follow maybe bar by bar. It's daily chart. Yeah, make partial profits. Just let it go. It's really working. That's really, really cool. Okay, so two trading ideas. Euro, New Zealand dollar. It's a new trend. We are in a correction. We are waiting for the balance candle. Let's see how deep the correction is working right now. And yes, we have a correction deep at 38, which means, yes, we are waiting for the balance candle, and then let's go up. Point of control quite far away, 166.99. Next one, Euro Swiss franc. Also, new uptrend in the correction. Just see how deep. Actually, yeah, we are working at the point at 38%. As long as you don't have a close deeper 38, yeah, make a kind of catastrophic entry order at the point 2 in case the price is jumping up. Then you should not miss the entry in the second trend arm. Yeah, but if you go deeper and we have a clear close below 38%, then waiting for the balance candle. And we talked about yesterday, still coffee. By the way, I love coffee. And we said short. Why? You know, that's the downtrend. Point of control is on the lower side. And there was a balance candle. Yesterday, we had a blue one, which means, okay, the probabilities are more on the lower side. This is Robusta. And this is Arabica. And in Arabica, it's a little bit more clearly, and you see it's a little bit more pressure. And I want to open a trade on the way down because point of control is really far away. And if you can reach this, yeah, we can make a lot of money. This is just rules. I don't care about the future of coffee. I don't care about the harvest of coffee, something like this. I'm a trader. I'm a private trader, not an institutional trader. I'm a private trader. And there's a private trader. There's just only one point in my focus, and that's the price. Buying high and selling cheap, selling expensive and buying cheap, or long, buying cheap, selling expensive. And because I'm a private trader, I cannot influence the price. I have to work with strategies. If you cannot work with guarantees, you have to work with strategies. Yeah, oh, by the way, thanks for the hint. British pound, US dollar, of course. The trend, by the way, is not broken. Yeah, it's just a fake. Just a fake. They tried to see, come on, let's push this stops out. And yeah, damn it game. If you have your stop loss there, don't do it. Just work with the mental stop like this. And now that we are balanced candles, you see this, and it's the third trend arm. And I want to see if the price is going up. Then I want to be a part of it because the point of control is 138.38, really far away. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our special guest today, and my special guest today is Jens. Just a moment. No, and I have to close this. So, Jens, are you here? Where is my Jens? Here is it. Give me your microphone. Yeah, your microphone.
Oh, here's the
Yeah, here we
microphone. Yeah,
go.
sure. Good morning.
Good morning, Jens. How are you?
Better. So, yeah, what shall I say? I mean, it's the end of the quarter, so equity is going to the moon. We get rich again. What shall I say?
Okay, can you tell us how you become rich in trading? What's the
Oh,
biggest
I think
secret?
I prepared something. This is for you. I just went to my shelf. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can
The
see
cover.
it. Yeah, trend
Uh,
following. Yeah,
yeah, it's from Koval.
yeah, I have this book.
Yes. So it's I think it's the English version, and I think it's also very interesting in regards to the question you just brought up with who was successful and who is not. It's not. I'm not sure if the answer is included in there, but at least Koval is working on the rules of the total trader experiment as one of the few authors ever making this a topic, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah.
Interestingly, I ordered this book, and yesterday I got it. I haven't read it. I haven't read it yet, but yesterday I got exactly this book because I want to read it because I know the turtle traders, and trend following is one of the most successful strategies ever. One of them, and it's really interesting. So, do you know the result of the turtle trader experiment?
What I know, I didn't know the exact number. I didn't because I looked it up because I listened carefully to that you will come to me and ask me a question. I probably can't answer. So what I know is that it wasn't the majority, but I found out it was 14 of all the traders who were participating within this experiment in the first total trade. I think they run a second experiment after that. 3. Okay, well, okay. And in the first one, it was 14. So and I know it was from all colors. Not sure if this is politically correct, but everyone, every a part of society was invited to this experiment. So it wasn't just focusing on academics or and I think this is very, very interesting because they had an experiment which was just based on if this is true, then do that. If it's not, then do nothing. And I think this is yeah, very boring. I mean, but this is exactly what successful trading is. It's very boring. So many traders who get very excited. Most of the time, if you get excited in your trading and you think, wow, this is great, this is usually a sign something is going wrong there. And you probably need to reduce the position size or something like that. And,
there's a clear result. Indeed, there's a clear result of this experiment because at the end, both were right. Richard Dennis were right and Bill Eckert were right. So, and we have to divide the experiment into parts. The first part is when these 14 guys were inside of the experiment for this 3 years, or rather about 3 years, I guess it was the first part. While they were inside of this experiment, all of them were successful, interestingly, but not with the same result, because they have clear instructions, but not everybody was were make pyramiding like the requirements was like the requirements from Richard Dennis made. But all of them were successful as long they are inside of this experiment. But afterwards, it was completely different. And afterwards, just only 2 of them were still successful. All the others,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, afterwards.
So that's why so many of them wrote books afterwards.
Yeah. And made webinars and something like this. Because the big difference was after the experiments, they had to work with their own money, not with the money from Richard Dennis anymore. And this was a big difference. So a couple of those guys stopped trading at all, completely. They make different jobs. Other people, other guys made some fonds, like hedge funds, something like this. But just only 2 of them were successful in the long run. Or, to be honest, just only one, Mr. Jay Parker. And he's still today in one of his hedge funds. And I guess the most famous, what was the most famous title trader?
Curtis Faith. That's
Curtis
the one.
Faith, exactly. Yeah,
That's
he
the
was
guy who wrote the book.
exactly. No? Yeah, exactly. Curtis Faith, but he's not trading anymore. And that's the point. He is selling webinars and seminars or something and writing books, something like this. And why is it? And here we come why Bill Eckert was right also. You can train traders as long they are under restrictions and they cannot break out from the restrictions. But at the moment they were standing on their own feet, you need business thinking. Not just only, it's not talent. You can train, but you need a kind of business thinking and maximum of discipline. And this is what why we have to divide the result into these two parts, inside of the experiment and outside. And
I think really this is very interesting because sometimes people ask me, hey, what are the traits of successful traders? And it's usually the same. I mean, what you exactly said, discipline and so on and so forth. And then people think, okay, great. And I ask them a simple question. I say, well, do you go to the gym or do you work out? Do you do sports, or are you following are you disciplined following a diet in your life, or are you like this guy? Well, okay, yeah, let's have a beer today, and let's have and a while the gym. Okay, well, I went there already at the on Monday, so I don't need to go there today anymore. And this is usually a first sign that people could get a little trouble when start to trade, because if they are not that disciplined in their overall life, if it's not part of their mentality, they will have lots of trouble. You can learn that, but you have to really force you. So it's like it's a lifestyle, and you have to have the willingness to succeed. And this is, by the way, also very interesting. If someone comes to you and asks you, hey, or no, you ask them, hey, why do you trade? Oh, I trade because I want to make money. This won't cut it. I think this is not going to get it going. You won't make money because you want to make money, but you make money because it's a part of the overall process. And you have to really embrace in this context, and also the losing trade. And by the way, what's really beautiful, today's webinar in the afternoon, I will go through a real trade I did in Apple, but it's not about bragging about, well, it went so great and I made money on this trade, but it's more like the procedure, the process I went through after I traded, and I say exactly why did I enter. It's not technical reasons, but it's also the overall picture. What was the fundamental catalyst? In this case, it was earnings release. We were already heavily down the month, and Apple is a market stock, so the market was, I think that was the worst start into the year, at least since 2000, if I'm not mistaken, or something.
Yeah.
And Apple really turned the ship around into the end of the month, and then came up with crushing earnings and everything. But also, in addition to that, I think you get a kind of how can I say? It's a plan. It's like a plan you can go through and you can really use to learn something out of each trade. So you can really use this procedure and then go through this. And this is, by the way, also something. It's not just for winning trades. I mean, but it's also for the losing trades. What do you learn out of the losing trades? If you lost money on a trade and you don't learn anything out of it, it's like a wasted trade in this case. So and this is exactly what today's topic will be about. So I really look forward to it. So going through this playbook here I created for Apple.
I'm a little bit confused, Jens, because you said you lose money in trading, really?
Oh yeah, I lose.
I see on YouTube and overall that people tell they are all successful. I'm a little bit confused how you can lose money.
Well, yeah, it happens from time to time.
Really?
So, yeah. So I'm not talking about this. Sure. I mean, I'm married, so well, I can't
never talk about it.
You know, this is like Postman. You know the song, yeah. I see that I have to be more successful in my trading when my wife starts to sing. Oh yeah, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. This is usually a sign. Well, you have to perform better now in your trading.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
I guess we should not believe everything on online, right? On YouTube, that everybody's successful, because losses are a part of the game, right?
Well, they are, but you should believe, at least if you see me driving a Lamborghini or flying with a helicopter, this is usually true. So this is
okay. Yeah. And now there is your watch right here.
Oh no, it's not a watch. It's an Apple Watch. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So
but we are with a diamond in it, right? With the diamond.
Yeah, but this is the diamonds is because of buy Bitcoin, wear diamonds. So
yeah. Therefore, I'm long in Bitcoin, because I knew that you bought Bitcoin, and I said, if Jens is buying Bitcoin, I have to go long.
Yeah, I'm now more in the blockchain business, so like mining and that stuff. So trading.
You're so smart. I hope I can reach your stage anytime at a special time. I hope so. I'm working on it.
It's usually, it's not that I'm smart. I'm just the execution guy here. So it's usually my wife telling me what I have to do.
Thanks God you're married. Okay, Jens, you have a lovely webinar this afternoon, and you talked about people can learn about losing money and managing those trades. So guys, I hope you will join Jens this afternoon too. You will find the link in the Zoom chat and on YouTube also. Jens, thanks for this lovely talk. And
thanks for having me.
In 2 weeks, we can talk again about next result of the turtle traders, because there are so many experience we can learn about the turtle traders. And I will tell the people, and maybe we can talk in 2 weeks again. Thanks for your stay here, and I wish all of you a lovely day. Jens, a lot of success this afternoon and in your special training and in your marriage, by the way, too. And for the rest of the day, guys, I wish you best for today. And as always, have courage and be kind.